And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Flushed out right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
Back deep, C.D. Lamb.
And it's fielded at the 34. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
At their own 43. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
On play action, Lawrence.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. Now a handoff for Dobbins.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Here's Lawrence.
They will find Davis. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Chubb. Will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert.
Now they set up a screen for Roundtree.
No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. On first down, it's Herbert. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Herbert on first down now. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Williams brings it in. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
32 yards.
And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their 38.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
And bringing it in, it's Davis.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the chart.
Over at their own 11-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert.
Dropping this underneath to Roundtree.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now Lawrence. Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And he fires one that's intercepted. Past the 20. 5. He brings this one back. It's a... It's in a Charger TD. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. On third down, Dobbins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They'll try and run for him. And he has the first down before he's... the 5. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. Back now in Baltimore.
It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this fourth quarter. They'll run with Dobbins.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Touchdown, Washington. Gabriel Davis. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
He'll swing that out complete to Roundtree. And he's got a first down as he's going to be... But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. That's going to be... Oh, no, he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell the offense, he had one job, all right? You knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Lawrence's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's Lawrence.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now Herbert. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one. Just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Straight ahead, here's Roundtree. And the reinforcements come in as... behind the line. Opening drive of overtime and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Herbert. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Here's J.K. Scott now on for a very important punt here in overtime. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now try. Here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return. You can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Finding room at midfield.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunky yardage there. Additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, Parker?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs.
And Jones with a nice burst there on first down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the counter, here's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. On play action, Lawrence.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 30.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On play action, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. We're scoreless after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about... Second and 6. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Throwing now is Mahomes.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
From the 27, Lawrence. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that one complete downfield to Johnson.
Touchdown, Washington!
Keyshawn Johnson, 48 yards. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to go again. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here's Tommy Townsend now
as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
On the return is Lamb. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
And his guys are going to get the football. 7-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, a quick throw knocked away. Complete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Lawrence. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Forced out to his left. Uncorks one for Davis. And he bats it. Falls down incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon.
Hardman on the return.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes. This one complete into the hands of Darius Fountain. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll drop to throw. Flush to it, and he's gonna go down again.
Derek Brown. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Lamb to return it.
Three quarters have come and gone. Back now in Baltimore.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. On first down, Lawrence.
And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. J.K. Dobbins punching it in from a yard away. And the Commanders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 2 touchdowns. 2:16 to play. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot.
Now Mahomes.
And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Mahomes now on first down.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Mahomes.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Chubb will get the call running left, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here's Dobbins.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Lutz is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And again, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into life.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he returns this to the 22.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in. 50.
A 5-yard gain on the play. Let's go for Colts. First down.
Play action. It's Ryan.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ryan.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete.
Applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence.
Johnson's got it complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep... They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And he will bring it back. Reception return for a Colts TD.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Lawrence will try again after the pick six. That's caught downfield by Kittle.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15.
After the interception, here's Ryan.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, Ryan. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Ryan to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons.
The 20.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this 1st half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This one taken just inside the 10. There he goes left side. 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. Washington. He goes 91 yards on the kick return. And the Commanders had taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. J.K. Dobbins, 51 yards. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
And the Colts getting ready to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 22, Ryan. Complete to Hilton. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Ryan.
Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Ryan. And the catch made by Hilton.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again, Ryan. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Again, Ryan. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. Second down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan.
He'll get this off to Taylor. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
And he'll find Pittman.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. On third down, Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second.
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Darnold. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. first carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
He'll get this to about the 38.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. There, and the Panthers have a first down. McCaffrey on the counter.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And here he'll be brought down a little. At the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Darnold down to throw.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Darnold on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers are on the...
on the road here in Baltimore. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's out of bounds on the return on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw pulled in by Kittle. On the move past the 40.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Quick completion here to Johnson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. He
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jansen. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Darnold. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington gets home. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
.21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down Washington.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And that's caught downfield by Kittle.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Lutz is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway from the 10. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Lawrence's throw complete there to Johnson.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. He'll get this down to the 38.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 38, Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the lead stretch. It's 13-7. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse. I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Darnold. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd down and goal. Darnold
dancing to his left.
Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. On 1st down, Lawrence. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And some room to maneuver.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
A big play that time out of Chubb. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Another run here with Dobbins.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is right there. It's good, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So a victory here for the Commanders. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.